I mean, probably there's guards posted.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, are they out?
I bet they also have wolves.
I wonder why you think that.
Because I love to give us a challenge.
Yeah, absolutely. It seems likely to me also that they wouldn't want to be out in the open. Like, they would be hiding somewhere nearby. So I think one of us should face danger, probably with wits, to see if we notice anything.
Huh. Let's see.
My wits are a little better.
Yeah, go for it.
Alright, I'll take this one. So what I'm doing right now is facing danger. I'm doing something risky. The risk being that I don't see what the enemy's in time to actively assist us in not getting ambushed. If we see them, then we have the chance to turn the tables, things like that. If we don't, then they're going to get the drop on us. The important thing here is that either result, win or lose, produces a dramatic outcome. If there's no risk, if there's no excitement to it, then there's no reason to roll. You just do it or ask the Oracle and move on. In this case, I am using my expertise, insight, or observation, which is plus wits. So I'm going to roll +2. Alright, our challenge dice come up 7 and 1. My action dice come up 6 and 2, or X6 with a +2, which means I have a strong hit. That's good for us because that means we're going to be able to get the drop on these guys. In mechanical terms, on a strong hit, not only am I successful in avoiding the damage, but I gain 1 momentum, which pushes me up to +4. So I imagine we're walking forward, the dog's snuffling the ground, he strains at his leash, and we see the entrance to this cave in the distance. And I reach out a hand, I'm like, wait. I get all hunkered down, and I'm looking around, and then up in the tree off to one side, I see like an archer in leather, crappy leather armor, and he's got his bow just trained like on this clearing in front of the cave, where the brush is covering everything. And I kind of point him out, and I'm like, there.
It's probably... Is it too late to mention that I would... You know what? At this point, as soon as you stop her, she's going to pull out her trusty wineskin. This wineskin she uses to keep her blood. She takes it and she pours a little blood on her hand and she just wipes it across her face.
What are you doing? This is not the time for this.
Shh. What do I roll? Plus wit?
That is a plus wits. So mechanically what she's doing is she is enacting the visage ritual. She paints herself in blood and ashes and then rolls plus wits, and it gives her magical effects based on the outcome. So is there like spirit invocations and all this stuff? Like, is it a whole ritual? What's the...
She has to she says some chants, and she probably drinks a little of the blood to imbue herself with it more.
Yeah, that makes sense.
She does not discuss where she gets this blood. Ever.
Yeah, no one asks.
No.
No one asks.
So I imagine she's probably sitting there just telling him to shut up as she goes through this, just with a raised hand, eyes closed. Oh, come on, why won't you post?
Wow. Okay, so a pair of ones on your challenge dice. That is a benefit to you because it's a successful roll. So that's a strong hit, and on a strong hit, you get to pick 2 of the outcomes for Visage.
So obviously, I'm taking menacing and shadowed.
Okay, so when you use intimidation or fear to compel or secure an advantage, add +1, and when you face danger by hiding or sneaking, add +1. Cool. So you have a strong hit. You have initiative here if we were in combat, but the concept is good either way. You've kind of got the move here. What are you doing? While you're doing this, Fatir's picking out a handful of other bandits that are in the trees around this entrance, and they're pretty well hidden. But Fatir's a local. He knows these trees. He knows these woods.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a mark around it. show what I got. What I picked. Yeah, if I can.
There you go.
I got.
Cool.
Once she can feel that.
Oh, so what is the, you have a unexpected benefit? Something handy. And it doesn't have to be something directly related to your move. You could just, maybe you notice a thick path of brush that makes it, it's going to make it easier to sneak up on somebody. You know.
I was going to say maybe her Loa deity, basically, she feels a lot more confident in what she's doing, and
yeah,
it's kind of a could be a false confidence, but
so you feel imbued with like a sense of divine authority.
Yeah,
you're doing the right thing. Okay, cool. A voodoo paladin would be really cool. I need to stick that in my head. Yeah. So what do you? How do you follow up on that as your?
She's going to. You said this guy's up on the cliff, right?
They're kind of around. There's some in, down in the bushes. There's a couple archers that are up in trees, like in little makeshift tree stands, watching the entrance.
I'm gonna try and take out one of these guys in the trees.
Okay. How are you gonna get to him?
Is there any way to face danger?
I mean, do you want to climb the tree?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it seems like you'd be facing danger with edge to try and clamber up that tree before anyone sees you.
Hiding and sneaking.
Yeah, you don't want to be spotted.
So I'd get a +1 from my shadow.
So a +1 for that and a +2 from your shadow, so you'll be rolling at a total of +3.
And
That's a pair.
Why do I keep getting pairs?
I don't know. Probably because you're a witch.
Yeah.
So your challenge dice came up with a pair of 3s. Your action die is a total of 5. So you've definitely successfully done it. You've and you take +1 momentum on a strong hit. Do you want me to increase your? Do you want to take care of it? You can just grab it and move it as a token. There you go.
Yeah, no, I was trying, but.
So yeah, I mean, you do it. Kind of narrate this out. How does this go?
So she kind of she climbs up this tree. She's obviously a ranger. She's skilled in climbing trees. She knows how to be stealthy. As she's going up, she pulls her dagger out of her belt and sticks it between her teeth.
Commando style.
Yeah. As soon as she gets up, without even so much as a word, she silently steps up on this guy's platform, grabs his head, pulls it back, and slits his throat.
Oh man, he just dies without even a gurgle.
Yeah.
And you just drag him back from the ledge so he doesn't fall.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm standing there. I'm kind of hunched over, and I'm like, okay, where'd you go? And then I see you dragging the dude. I'm like, he's convinced more than ever that you're a witch for sure. So yeah, we
of course, soon once I'm done dragging this guy away, I'm getting into position and kind of pulling out my bow and arrows. I'm gonna start aiming at the other guys in the trees.
It's just one other guy in the tree, and he's kind of across from you. You gotta be careful though, because if he looks over, maybe he really pays attention, he's gonna notice that you're not the person who was there.
Can I take his armor?
You could. It would take time to change into it.
Never mind.
All right. So yeah, you do that. And I'm gonna try and work on one of the guys on the ground. So I'm gonna try and work through the brush here. It's a similar concept, except I'm huge, so this is not nearly as easy. Fenris is kind of lurking somewhere, ready to jump in and help if I get into trouble. And so I'm gonna try and secure an advantage here. I'm just trying to get in a position that I can strike him. Secure an advantage and face danger are very similar moves. Face danger tends to be rather reactive, and secure an advantage tends to be more proactive. We could have rolled Lisa's attempt to sneak up the tree as a secure an advantage as well. There'd be no reason we couldn't. So I'm going to go ahead and roll. My edge is 2. – 5. knew that was gonna happen. Okay. So that's just a solid miss. So the challenge dice come up 3 and 7. My total of my action die is 3, and the challenge dice win ties. Because of this, I have completely failed to secure an advantage. On a miss, I fail or my assumptions betray me. Pay the price. I think that the obvious way that my assumptions fail me is that I missed one of the guards. So I'm coming through the bush, and I'm just getting ready to grab this guy and choke him out, and all of a sudden another one just like leaps onto my back, probably with some kind of, weird battle cry. Ah! And he grabs a hold of me and like drags me to the ground, and it's just about to like shiv me. I'm about to get shivved, Lisa. What do?
I'm gonna pull back my arrow, kind of think, well, this guy keeps calling me a witch, and then I'll loose the arrow.
Okay, so you're entering the fray at this point. He doesn't know you're there because of your success, so you are ambushing him. In this case, when you're entering the fray, you will be using plus shadow, because you are striking without warning.
Okay.
At this point, we also, before you roll, need to decide what rank these foes are. Do we think, are they... dangerous is kind of the default. Do we think they're less confident than normal?
No, they're probably dangerous. They're probably pretty confident because they're in their element.
True.
They think there's just one stupid fighter out here.
It's Fatir. Right. I'm kidding. So, in a group like this, though, do we think they're strong enough to be formidable?
Probably not.
You don't think?
No.
Do we want to ask the Oracle, or just want to go with it?
We could ask the Oracle.
Okay.
That way we can do that roll.
Yeah, absolutely. So, in this case, we're going to ask the Oracle, because we have two options and we're not sure which one is true. We're going to say...
No, D100.
It's 1D100. So we're going to say that it's likely that they're dangerous, but they might not be. In this, because we think it's likely, the answer is yes, that they're dangerous if we roll a 26 or above. And we roll a 48, so they are dangerous. So this is the part where we actually have to start tracking things. We're going to create a progress track for them here and mark them as dangerous.
I just did it.
Thank you.
I have the pen.
It's helpful. Okay, and so then Lisa is going to roll to enter the fray with plus shadow, because she's striking from from surprise. And that's a miss.
That is a miss.
Okay, so the challenge guys are saying that there's just no way, Jose, we're not getting the easy thing. I guess I'm gonna end up getting shivved here.
Obviously, because you are in the thing, I'm trying to aim at this guy, and I can't really get a good beat because you're probably thrashing.
No, definitely.
I don't want to hit you.
Yeah, I'm definitely thrashing.
You're welcome.
I don't want to be shanked. Okay, so there is a pay the price to be done here. On a miss, combat begins with you at a disadvantage. Pay the price.
Obviously, I've been spotted.
Yeah, I was saying right then at the as you go to like fire, the arrow goes wide and the guy across the entrance from you looks up and says, "Hey, where's Uga or whatever his name is? I don't know. Clyde.
Where's Ozark?
Ozark. Yeah, where's Ozark? And then he raises the arrow
again.
Yeah, so he raises his bow and he's pointing it at you. So You have some choices here. You can try and face danger just to avoid the arrow, or you can try and clash by shooting back. It's entirely up to you.
I will clash.
Okay, so you're exchanging a volley at range. Go ahead and roll. That'll be plus edge. Okay, challenge dice 2 and 5. You rolled an 8 altogether, so that's a strong hit. So you obviously, because you have a strong hit, you're regaining the initiative here. You have the choice to either bolster your position for bonus momentum, or to find an opening and inflict a bonus harm.
I'm going to try and just shoot him. Like, as he goes to draw, I'm going to shoot him in the arm.
Okay. You're taking additional harm then?
Yeah.
Okay. So your weapon is normally going to deal 2 harm because it's deadly. In this case, it's going to deal 3. Each harm in against a dangerous foe deals 2 progress. So altogether, you've dealt 6 progress toward this objective.
Obviously, I just scared the piss out of everybody there.
So as soon as this happens, like you take the advantage, and this is right when the shiv comes down, you know. And I'm trying to face danger just to try and like get this guy not to shiv me.
Surprised you didn't use your shield.
I can't. I'm on the ground. Like fictionally, it's not appropriate. Otherwise, I would absolutely. I might go for clash though. I might try and fight my way loose. No, I think right now he's got me in a clinch. I need to get free first before I can really do damage. So I'm gonna go ahead and face danger with iron. Great, so yeah, it's a strong hit there. A 2 and a 4 on the challenge dice. I rolled a 6. So you know, the shiv comes down and I kind of grab it, and then I throw him off of me, and then I'm able to get up and kind of get my get my shield behind out from underneath me, and I draw forth my father's sword. It's obsidian coated runes kind of gleam in the light, and so we both have initiative. You see me throw this guy off. The guy that you shot, you hit him in the arm. His bow like tumbles uselessly out of his hands, and he kind of slumps back against the wall.
Honestly, with 6 damage, I almost see him falling out of that tree dead.
Yeah, he could maybe trips over his own bow after he drops it and just Wilhelm scream style. So yeah, what do? You've got like 2-3 other bandits that come charging out of the bush like toward where they see me. I don't think they can really get to you because you're up in this tree. One of them, though, I think probably sees you and just is turned around and like repping out a small bow, like a short bow to take a shot. But you have initiative right now. You're in control.
Well, let's take out that bowman.
Go for it. It's your striking.
So that's iron?
No, it's edge.
Edge? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, because I'm using it.
You're using a bow. You're using strike because you have initiative.
And that's fail.
No, it's a weak hit. You have 7.
Yeah, okay. Weird,
so
my dice aren't rolling right.
Yeah, I noticed that as well. Mine did that. This weird. Either way, though. Yeah, so you...
Oh, I know why.
Why?
Because I have it set to black.
Oh, that would be why. For sure. Yeah, so that is a weak hit on strike. You do inflict your harm, but you lose the initiative. This is a dangerous weapon, so you would actually produce a total of 4 progress against this objective.
Yeah, that looks better.
Do you want to add the 4 progress? Yeah. Okay, cool.
So
at this point, the bar's maxed out. We've done the damage very quickly, in fact, but we can't end the fight mechanically without a strong hit. Though I feel like with the progress we put on them, maybe we can compel them.
Yeah.
But I don't compel, and I still have advantage or initiative.
Yeah. And so you go ahead and hit somebody.
I'm gonna hit somebody. Yeah. For sure. Yeah. So I'm going to I raise Heartrender. I'm just gonna rush in toward these these couple guys that are rushing out of the woods at me. On the way through, I'm gonna try just like and kind of shield bash the one that I pushed away, and then just run my sword straight through the next one. So I am also striking. And it's only a weak hit. So on a weak hit, I deal my damage and lose the initiative. So we're both kind of out of initiative right now. I imagine these guys are kind of closing in. They're all around me. Are you okay if I take just a follow-up move?
Go for it.
Great. I'm going to clash with them. Because I'm a shield bearer, when I clash in close quarters, I take +1 momentum on a hit, which is handy. So yeah, they kind of crush in around me, and there's a couple in front of me. The one guy with the shiv, he's dazed, but he kind of gets back up and he's trying to get at my back. I'm kind of trying to keep myself safe with my shield. I'm lashing out and trying to catch like Captain America style at the edge of the shield because I've seen too many movies. So I am attempting to use iron to clash, and I miss horribly. Yeah, so I'm going to take some harm here, definitely. The guy with the shiv gets me in the back and deals 2 harm to me, which means I need to take a moment to do the endure harm move. And so suffer moves only come into play when you lose health or spirit, and you roll this to kind of see how it affects you, how you proceed. So in this case, I will be rolling plus my iron, because that's the higher of 2 between my iron and my heart. Or health, sorry. Oh yeah. That's my end of fight right here. So, even on a suffer move, a strong hit lets you retake the initiative. So I feel like he jams this knife just straight into my back, and I just turn around and just deck him. Like, with the hilt of my sword. And just drop him. And I turn around the other two and just let out like this fierce, like painful, like pained roar. I am also choosing to embrace the pain on my endure harm to get more momentum.
Alright.
Yeah. So I'm going to try and end the fight here. The only way that I would not succeed is if I rolled a pair of 10s.
That was if you rolled 110.
No, 110 would be a weak hit. Both 10s would be a miss. In this case, though, we're comparing the values that I've rolled to our progress track, which is full. So in this case, I've rolled a 6 and an 8. Our progress track is a 10. These guys are out of the fight. The ones that are left, they're surrendering. They're trying to run away. Obviously, we're not letting them run away because they'll tell someone we're here. And, the other guys are either out cold or dead, as the fiction would indicate. In this case, we've got, 3, 4 dead guys? Something like that?
Yeah.
And the other two, like the ones that were about to attack me, I'm like roaring at them, and they're scared stiff. They're just like, because I'm big,
I guess while you're doing that, I'm just gonna kind of clamber down that tree and walk out covered in blood.
And they're even more terrified. That's horrific.
More blood than I went up with.
Fatir is also terrified. Fenris is trying to lick your hand.
She just kind of rubs it right into his fur.
He seems to enjoy that. That's kind of gross.
Your dog.
Yeah. So I feel like this fight, and especially us finding the cave, probably represents our first milestone on this quest.
Mm-hmm.
So in this case, the move that we're going to make is called Reach Milestone. It is a quest move. And it says, when you've made significant progress in your quest by overcoming an obstacle, completing a perilous journey, solving a mystery, etc., you may mark progress. On a dangerous quest, we mark 2 progress. So we have prisoners. What's the play here? You're the spooky, intimidating one. I'm just angry.
So I guess I should probably compel them.
You could definitely aim for compel, for sure.
Obviously, I'm using my intimidation and fear because.
So lead him with the fiction. How does this look?
So, Outcast walks in I'm guessing that everybody who's alive is either being ushered or already inside the cave. Except for the guy that you just probably punched the lights out of, you're probably dragging him by the collar.
Yeah. Yeah, these guys aren't going anywhere. I'm holding them like at sword point. Like, don't you dare.
Right, we're gonna just usher them into the cave, find out who. Well, I guess no, let's not.
Yeah, so let's not go into the cave. That seems dangerous. I mean, we're in the woods. We can just drag them up against some rocks.
Yeah, we're gonna shove them up against a cliff facing, so that they can't get away. And while Fatir is sitting there, angrily brooding, I guess.
Oh no, I'm doing the whole the Batman thing. I'm sharpening my sword really slowly and just looking at him. I'm giving him the squint. My goal is to aid you with iron, to help you with your secure.
So she's gonna be menacing these people. She is holding her dagger in one hand, the axe in the other, and every once in a while she just taps them together. It's just the sound.
Oh, okay. So if it's okay, I'm gonna roll an aid to try and help you with this.
Please don't miss.
Yeah, right. When do I ever miss? So I'm doing this as iron because I'm intimidating. which I believe that is correct. Let me verify. Yeah, I'm securing advantage with iron. Securing advantage. Yeah, through aggressive action, forceful defense, strength, or endurance. That seems correct. Yeah, that's a miss.
Yeah, good job.
Well, my assumptions obviously betrayed me because these guys are super like hardcore and they're just stony faced. They're not taking any of my crap. Somehow we ended up with the real tough guys that didn't die. That figures.
Well, I'm still gonna try and menace them.
I mean, go for it. I think that what we've determined is that they're not going to be intimidated through normal means. Luckily,
Okay.
we don't have any normal plan for them.
Yeah. So as she's like walking around and she's just kind of knocking her dagger against the axe blade, eventually she just reaches up with her dagger and she just draws a line across somebody's cheek. Like she draws blood.
Huh, we're not afraid of you.
You should.
What?
You should be.
Look, just because you're some kook who's all dressed up, covered up in blood. You think we never seen blood before, lady?
No.
He kind of looks to his buddy and they make their surly, like, bonding man gestures.
She doesn't know much of your guys' language. That's my excuse. So she's gonna take that dagger and just jam it in the guy's shoulder.
Okay, it hurts. I won't tell you anything.
I'm trying to think of what else you could do.
Well, it's gonna have to be something extra special because I bombed so hard on my chest check. So what do you I mean, you've got access to some weird stuff here with your visage and your weird rituals and stuff that they wouldn't be familiar with. Heck, Fatir believes you every time you say you're gonna curse him.
She's gonna pull out a couple of like just small chickens out of a bag. Voodoo on the go, okay.
You're just carrying some chickens?
Yeah.
Okay.
And she's just gonna kind of like leave that dagger in the guy's shoulder. And she's just gonna she's sitting there, she's rubbing the head. They're obviously already dead.
Yeah.
But she's just kind of rubbing the head, and she takes the axe and just lops them both off while still in her hand. And then
you hear the sound of the whetstone stopping. And Fatir's just looking at you like, what are you doing?
And she just slowly gets this giant grin on her face, and she starts chanting.
Fatir moves toward the edge of the clearing, like back toward the trees, like he wants no part of this.
And she keeps chanting.
Fatir's like, just tell her what she wants to know, man.
She locks eyes with the guy she stabbed.
Just tell her what she wants to know.
And then slowly reaches out and just wipes her hand in his blood that's trickling out of the dagger wound.
This is the spot for the compel.
Mm-hmm.